Good question here from William. What's the best way for higher self actualization? It's a great question. And honestly, I can't tell you that there is one way or another way for higher self actualization. Two things that really do come to mind here. One, and this has been coming really strong recently in the past couple of days, especially a couple of weeks, which is in order to have higher self actualization, in order to ascend to a new vibrational frequency, in order to really like learn your lessons on this planet, you need to find a human and being a cosmic divine being of light, right? A consciousness and a body, right? You need to find a balance between both of those things. And I'll just remind all of you that if you're all light and love and rainbows and butterflies, you're not going to become a master, right? If you're all light and never darkness, you're never going to become a master. You need to explore both sides of polarity in order to choose that you don't actually need to be in either one. The more you stretch yourself into polarity, the more you're limiting yourself in the moment, okay? And you're taking yourself away from becoming a master. So that's one thing, right? So please, always, guys, even if you tomorrow you start channeling the October it is, and you're like all of a sudden like itching, please make sure you're still eating and sleeping and laughing and loving and being creative and exercising and all the physical human things. Okay, super important. Yeah, super important. Okay, and then the other thing that I want to mention about how to be, actualized in your higher self is it is really a difference between a knowledge path and a love path. And I have a whole video on this, but I just want to briefly explain. In order to get back to source energy, right? In order to learn all your lessons in this entire universe, right? And become source yourself in a sense, there's two pathways to take for awakening, for ascension, for enlightenment. One pathway is the pathway of knowledge, which is, oh, I understand what my lessons are. I understand, the direction that I need to go in. It's a very masculine, very divine masculine path. The other path to take to ascension and enlightenment is the path of love, which is I feel all of my lessons. I feel the direction that I need to go in, right? As very clearly a divine feminine, very clearly a divine feminine path, right? So this is the polarity of how to reach higher self-actualization, how to reach enlightenment, right? Two different pathways. So once again, in order to be a master, in order to go through enlightenment and awakening as fast as possible, which really, who wants to do that? Because we're all on a journey. But the fastest way to get there is actually experiencing the love, experiencing the feeling, experiencing the divine femininity, as well as understanding the lessons that you're learning. Okay, it's masculine and feminine. That's why even within us, each one of us, we are breaking down the polarity of divine feminine and masculine, right? So I don't know about you guys, but I feel very androgynous on the inside. I know I probably seem like a very divine feminine female on the outside. I feel very masculine on the inside. And I feel a lot of these star children, light workers are all coming through at this time that are also feeling this energy of divine feminine and masculine. And it's tough in a society where we don't really accept the fluidity of gender and sexuality, right? It's very tough for people. So even in your romantic relationship, say, for example, very traditional, you're a wife, you have a husband, your husband's like the man, and you're a stay-at-home mom or whatever, right? Very traditional kind of roles. I guarantee you that you as a woman are being forced to step up and make decisions and kind of step into that masculine leadership role. And I almost guarantee that as a man, you are being forced to be vulnerable and break down your walls and fucking cry for once, right? Absolutely. I would be surprised. All right, cool.